Hi, one and all. This is Masna. I'm happy to announce that I have taken part in Code Basics Resume Challenge project to provide insights for Telangana Government Tourism Department project. So I would first of all would like to thank Code Basics for this wonderful opportunity for providing this project for us. And I would like also to thank Telangana government for making this data set available to the public so that we can learn about a real world data set and perform our analysis and showcase our data analytics skill. So, I would like to give an overview of the project. Actually, the Telangana government tourism department is responsible for promoting and developing tourism in Telangana state. So, their objectives are like to attract tourists to Telangana and create a tourism infrastructure and culture, and also to develop a new tourism products and also showcase their beauty, their state's beauty to the whole world. So they are asking us to learn about the data set and also provide some insights about the data set. So the question is like there are three types of questions to solve in this particular project. It's preliminary research question, secondary research question, and recommendations to the government. In the preliminary research question, we can find the answers directly from the dataset by analyzing the dataset or by querying the dataset. For the secondary research questions, we need to put on some research on the Telangana state and then provide the proper appropriate answers. And the third is to provide the recommendations to the government by analyzing the data sets and our research. So in the preliminary questions, we have five different questions. So we'll go to one by one. The first question is to list down the top 10 districts that have highest number of domestic visitors from the year 2016 to 19. So first of all, I would like to say that the data set given to us is from 2016 to 2019. So what we have is the number of visitors in the year 2016 to 2019. So from this data set, I came to understand that Hyderabad and Rajana Sirisla are the top 10 districts with most number of visitors, where Hyderabad is having 83.9 million domestic visitors and Rajana Sirisala is having 49.59 million visitors. If we take into percentage into account, it's like Hyderabad is having 21.6% of the total visitors in the sit in the state, and Rajana Sirisala is having 12.77 percentage. So from this we can say that the top two districts is having more number of visitors when we are comparing with the other districts of this particular state. So the second question is based on the CAGR rate, we have to say which are the top three districts for the visitors between 2016 and 19. Means basically we have to show that those number of those districts which are growing, which are having more number of visitors throughout the years. So for that we are using the formula of CAGR. CAGR is nothing but we are finding the compounded value of the total number of visitors by considering the previous year's values as well. So we'll see the top three districts based on for CAGR for domestic visitors. So I can say that Nizamabad, Badrinath, Kodukudam, and Siddipet are the top three districts with the highest number of CAGR. Where from the figures we can see this, the Nizamabad was having just 6,442, and which has drastically increased to 46,333 number of visitors, which is a good sign that Nizamabad is growing in terms of visitors. Similarly, Badri Kotakudam and Siddipet. Now we can see the count with respect to foreign visitors. We can see Hyderabad is having the top CAGR for foreign visitors with 18.2 as CAGR, just followed by Gulamba, Gridwal and Warangal urban. So from 16 lakh 300 and 36,031, the count is increased to 31 lakh 9,300 for Hyderabad. Similarly, the count is given for the other states as well. These are the just three for top three districts with the highest CAGR. So the next question is we have to show the bottom three districts. That means the districts which are declining in terms of number of visitors. So actually, we can see that from the figures, the growth rate is in the negative side. So it's a really a concern. We have to find out the root cause for why these districts are showing decline in the number of visitors. So we have to promote the tourism, with help of some advertisements, social media marketing, also through some other marketing channel. We can use some other marketing channels as well. Also we have to find whether is safety is a issue for this particular states, as a number of crime rate is more for this particular states, so that's what the reason for decline in the visitors and all. So in order to improve the tourism, we can also develop some tourist packages uh, corresponding for each districts, in order to attract more and more tourism to these states, into these districts. So the bottom three districts are Warangal Urban, Nalgonda, and Karimnagar, where Warangal Urban was having 91,67,468, which drastically reduced to 7,774,491, which is a drastic decrease. So there is something which is creating this trouble. So we have to learn thoroughly what is the problem, and we have to find the root cause of the problem and try to eliminate and improve the situation of these particular states. Similarly, top three districts with lowest CAGR for foreign tourists is like Jaishankar, Bhopal-Palli, Mahbub Nagar, and Jangkot. So for this also we have to take some steps or to attract more and more foreign visitors. And one interesting thing I could note here is that where the number of visitors in Bhadri Kotakudam is more for domestic visitors. But when it comes to foreign visitors, it's showing uh, less number of foreign visitors. So we can check what is the issue for that, and we can do the required things for increasing the tourists. Now we have to find out the peak and low season months for Hyderabad based on the tourist visiting the state. I could see that the number of people visiting the uh, tourist visiting domestic tourists visiting the state is from between June, or I could say July to May. It's like they are looking. Usually the festival season. Maybe it's because of the festival season during for the this particular state. So domestic visitors are mainly aiming on the festival time, and also they are looking for the time where the weather is pleasant in order to visit the particular state. So try to include more and more attractive programs in order to attract more tourists during these months into this particular states and districts. And I could say foreign tourists, they usually foreigners try to visit in our country during the pleasant months, they usually try to visit our country during the winter, or when the sun is not, they rarely visit our country when it's summer. So that may be the reason where there is a decline during these months from May to August. And during July, it's a heavy rainy season for our country. So during that also, some foreigners might feel it not good to visit India. So that might be the reason. So in order to attract more and more tourists to our country, improve our to this particular state, organize different cultural events, different programs, and attract, and also do maximum advertisement in order to attract, and also include many good foreign tourist packages for foreigners to come to our country. Now show the top and bottom three districts with a high domestic to foreign tourist ratio. Bottom three districts are like Nirmal, Jamgon, and Adilabad. We can see that the domestic visitors count is very huge for these particular states, but the foreign visitor count is just 2 and 32 in this case. That means that these districts are having that potential to attract more tourists to the state. They are attracting more and more domestic tourists to the state. That means they have that potential to attract the tourists. So we need to maximum advertise the specialities or specialities of these particular districts to foreigners as well, and also improve some good packages for foreigners to attract these districts, and thereby attract more and more foreign tourists to these districts. So we can see districts with Mulag, Warangal rural and Hyderabad are the districts with the less number with the high domestic to foreign tourist ratio. Now, the next questions are secondary research question. There are three secondary research question. We'll go one by one. Now, the first question is list the top and bottom five districts based on population to tourist footfall ratio. Footfall ratio is nothing but the total visitors by total residents population in the given year. These are the top five based on the tourist ratio. So, Rajna Sirisila, Bhadri, Kottagudem, Mulagu, and Medak. And bottom five are Karimnagar, and the lowest one is Karamareddy. What will be the projected number of domestic and foreign tourists in Hyderabad in 2025 based on the growth rate from the previous years? So from the growth rate based on the previous years, we can see that there is a decline in the number of projected number of tourists from in the consecutive years. So definitely, we are hoping that we are thinking that mm, from the data given, there will be a decline in the number of tourists in 2025 also. So it's a heavy concern. We have to find out some ways to attract more and more tourists. What will be the projected number of foreign tourists in the Hyderabad? So in case of foreign tourists, we can see that the number of foreign tourists is getting increased year by year. So that is a positive sign. Now, estimate the projected revenue for Hyderabad in 2025 based on average spend per tourist. Approximately, we are taking foreign tourist spend rate as 5,600 per person, and for domestic tourists, we are taking 1,200 rupees. So, since we have seen previously that the number of domestic visitors is reduced from 2016 to 2019, so we can see that there is an increase in revenue with 28.1. There is a decrease in revenue, like in the year 2016 we got revenue as 28.1 billion from domestic tourists, which may reduce to 8.6 billion if the number of rates of visitors are declining as we have projected. So in case of foreign tourism, it was zero point 0.9 billion in 2016, but since we have seen a trend of increasing number of foreign tourists, we can assume that by 2025 we can generate 4.1 billion rupees from this projected from this tourism. Next is a third type of question where we have four recommendation. We have four questions to tell about recommendations to the government. So first question is the district with highest potential. Which districts has the highest potential for tourism growth and what actions government can take? So it's like we have these districts with the highest potential. Some districts are, in this case, some we can see some districts are growing from year by year. 2000 when compared to the previous year, they are growing. But some districts like Warangal urban, we can see that they had high number of tourists in the year 2016, but it reduced drastically in 2017, and slowly they are coming back to normal. Also Hyderabad also such case I can see, in Karimnagar also. It's like some districts they are trying to grow year by year. There is also some districts which I should like to plot, like Hyderabad, Warangal, Arbar, Karimnagar, which have that potential to grow, but due to some reasons they are declining or coming backward. So we have to find out the root cause for this decline, and we have to take appropriate action in order to improve the tourism number of tourist visits. Now, next is cultural corporate events to boost tourism. What kind of events the government can conduct, which months, which district? What kind of events, if I say about what kinds of event government can conduct, actually the Telangana is famous for its history, culture, and cuisine. So develop, and these are the suggestions I can give. Develop and promote heritage tourism and generate economy revenue for local economy. Promote culinary tourism to attract more foodies and travelers, because they are having rich culture of rich cuisines. And also, I would like to say add that try to organize more and more cultural events throughout the year in order to attract more tourists. Also, landscape of Telangana is very great in order to have adventure tourism, trekking, camping, rock climbing, etc. When we are setting up these touristic spots or activities, uh, local people can also get benefit of this and develop their economy. Also we have to take care of safety measures. We have to improve the infrastructure, academic accommodation, etc., for the visitors, and in order to uh, create a better tourism experience. Which months is best suited for tourism? Choice of month for conducting events depends on various factors like weather condition, cultural significance, availability of tourists. For example, event can be conducted during the winter season from November to February, when the weather is pleasant and conducive to outdoor activities. According to the given data, the tourism activities are more from the month of July to February. That is also I can say that it's mainly because there is two reasons for that. Usually the usually it's one is that the climate is pleasant during those days. The other thing is like during these months, the festivals are more during festival season are of the Telangana is between in these months. Which districts to be given more importance for developing tourism? Actually, Telangana, as I said, is a rich cultural, historical heritage as well as natural beauty that makes it attractive to tourism destination. So, if you are taking district wise, Hyderabad is a capital of Telangana. Actually, it's a home for famous landmarks like Chamana, Golconda Fort, and Chauhavan Mal Palace. These can attract more and more tourism. So try to include more programs throughout the year to attract more tourists to these places. Like also, Warangal is known for its beautiful lakes, temples, forts, and then can attract the most number of tourists in these areas. District like Adilabad is having beautiful waterfalls, rich tribal culture, etc. Karimnagar is known for its historical monuments, and also they are very famous for their hand woven saris and dress materials. So keep exhibitions, and these are rare pieces, and especially foreigners love to take all these elements. So try to improve the tourism, and also try to sell their products through some website as well. Districts like Medak, Nizamabad, Khaman, Mahbub Nagar, etc., are famous for their historical landmarks and religious sites. So these historical and religious sites are attracts both foreign and national tourists as well. So it's like we have to develop tourism plan for each districts based on the significance and of that particular district, and the scope of tourism. For that particular district. Dubai has made itself a business hub and enjoy massive business tourism. Can Hyderabad emulate the Dubai model? Provide insights based on your research. Actually, it's true that Dubai has grown so far. Actually, there are many reasons for that because of its strategic location, world-class infrastructure they are providing, favorable economic policy. The transportation system in Dubai is commendable. They have very high, very good airport, which is the busiest airport in the world. Their highways, ports, railways, everything is very commendable. It's a commendable work that has been done by the Dubai government. Dubai's government also have favorable tax system which attracts most number of foreign visitors and businessmen. And also they have recently announced a golden visa in order to attract maximum number of investors to the country. So in Hyderabad, on the other hand, and even though they have merged as IT hub in India due to large pool of skilled workers, low cost of living, and favorable government policies, it also have a startup ecosystem with new companies, budding companies. But the Hyderabad is still in the process of developing its infrastructure, attracting more international business and tourists. Hyderabad has a potential to become a major business and tourism hub in the region, but it requires significant investment and development to reach the level of Dubai. With the right policies and investment, Hyderabad can continue to grow and develop its economy and become a major player in the global business and tourism industries. Provide all other recommendations that can boost Telangana tourism, particularly Hyderabad. So these are the method: increase the funding for tourism, encourage private investment. Encouraging private investment in is such as like hotels, resort, and other tourist facility. Provide some incentives for the groups and tax breaks to investors to make it more attractive to come and invest in these sectors. Promote sustainable tourism, develop tourism niche in tourism products, develop tourism products, because we are this Telangana is having a rich cultural and heritage, so we can develop different types of eco-tourism products as well. Improve connectivity, give importance to the transportation, simplify visa procedure, support tourism training and education, give proper training and education to support tourism, and also use digital technology to promote the state, and also take care of the safety of the tourist whoever is visiting the state. So that's all about the project. Thank you.